Do your ankles feel tight and heavy by the evening? Not just a little puffiness after sitting too long, but that deep, uncomfortable swelling where your skin feels stretched and your socks leave marks that stay for hours. If that sounds familiar, it's important to understand something very clearly. This kind of swelling is not just a surface issue. It's often a sign that your circulation is having a harder time moving fluid back up from your legs. Especially after a full day of gravity working against you, when fluid settles in the lower legs, blood flow slows down. And when blood and fluid move too slowly, tissues don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need, while waste products build up. Over time, this can leave your legs feeling stiff, tired, and uncomfortable almost every night. Many people try the usual advice. They put their feet up for a few minutes, they soak their feet, they cut back on salt, and sometimes that helps a little. But often the swelling keeps coming back because the real problem isn't just what you see, it's how your body is handling fluids and circulation before you even lie down. That's why tonight we're focusing on what you can do before bed to help your body release excess fluid and support healthier circulation while you sleep. This is not about quick tricks. It's about helping your body work the way it was designed to work, gently, steadily, and safely. We're going to walk through a simple evening routine that supports your blood vessels, your muscles, and your natural fluid balance. And we'll start with something many people overlook: your mineral balance. Step 1. Supporting fluid balance from the inside your body uses minerals to decide where water should stay and where it should be released. Three minerals are especially important here: sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Sodium tends to pull water outside the cells. Potassium helps keep water inside the cells where it belongs. Magnesium supports the relaxation of blood vessel walls and helps muscles function properly. As we get older, the body doesn't regulate this balance as smoothly as it once did. If potassium or magnesium runs low, the body tends to hold on to more sodium and more fluid, especially in the legs. That's why the first step in this routine focuses on gently supporting that balance. About 60 minutes before bedtime, many people benefit from a simple mineral drink that supports circulation and hydration at the cellular level. A common option is magnesium mixed in water. Magnesium helps relax the small muscles in the blood vessel walls, which can make it easier for fluid to move back toward the heart. Some people also use small amounts of potassium-rich ingredients from food sources to support fluid balance. The key here is not high doses, it's gentle support. If you already take medications for blood pressure, heart rhythm, or kidney concerns, it's always smart to check with your healthcare provider before changing mineral intake. But for many adults, improving mineral balance in the evening can help the body start releasing excess fluid before you lie down, while gravity can still assist circulation. Think of this step as preparing your system so the next steps work even better. Step 2. Using temperature to stimulate circulation. Once the body is internally prepared, the next step focuses on the blood vessels in the feet and lower legs directly. Blood vessels naturally expand when warm and tighten when cold. By gently alternating between warm and cool temperatures, you can encourage blood vessels to contract and relax in a rhythmic way that helps move fluid out of the lower legs. This is sometimes called contrast bathing, and it's been used for circulation support for many years. Here's a simple version for the evening. You'll need 2 containers or basins, one with comfortably warm water, one with cool water from the tap. Oh, it should feel clearly cool but not painfully cold. First, place your feet in the warm water for about 3 minutes. This helps blood vessels open and brings fluid closer to the surface. Then move your feet into the cool water for about 1 minute. This causes the vessels to tighten and gently push fluid back into deeper circulation. You repeat this cycle a few times, finishing with cool water. Afterward, many people notice their feet feel lighter and less tight. That's because circulation has been stimulated and fluid has started moving away from the ankles. This step doesn't need to be extreme. It should never cause pain or numbness. The goal is gentle stimulation, not stress. And when done before bed, it sets up the body for better fluid movement during the night. At this point, your body has started releasing fluid internally and your blood vessels in the lower legs have been activated. But there's one more powerful tool your body already has that we haven't used yet: your calf muscles. In the next part, I'll show you how a simple 5-minute position can use gravity and muscle movement together to help drain trapped fluid even more effectively. That's where real change often starts to happen. Now that circulation has been activated with temperature and internal balance, it's time to use one of the most powerful tools your body already has to move fluid out of the lower legs, your calf muscles. They're often called the second heart because every time they contract, they squeeze the veins that run through them and help push blood and fluid upward, back toward the heart. When we sit or stand for long periods, that pumping action becomes weaker. Fluid settles. Pressure builds in the ankles and feet, so before bed, we want to reactivate that natural pump. And we can do that with a simple position that also uses gravity to help us. Step 3. Legs up with active ankle movement. Find a wall or the side of your bed. Lie on your back and bring your hips close to the wall. Then lift your legs so they rest up against the wall, forming an L shape with your body. In this position, your feet are slightly higher than your heart, which allows gravity to assist the return of fluid. But here's the important part. Don't just lie there. Every minute, slowly point your toes upward, holding for about 5 seconds. Then gently pull your toes back toward your head, holding for another 5 seconds. This pointing and flexing activates the calf muscles and squeezes the veins inside them. Do this for about 5 minutes. This combination of gravity and muscle movement can help shift fluid out of the ankles and lower legs far more effectively than simply propping your feet on a pillow. Many people notice their legs already feel softer and lighter by the time they stand up. Step 4. Gentle upward massage for vein support. After moving fluid upward, the next goal is to support the blood vessels so fluid is less likely to leak back into surrounding tissue. With age, tiny blood vessels can become less firm and more prone to letting fluid escape into the skin and muscles. That's why gentle massage can be helpful, not to push hard, but to encourage circulation and support vessel tone. You can use a simple natural oil or lotion. Sit comfortably and start at your feet. Use slow, upward strokes, always moving toward your knees and heart. Focus especially on the lower calves and around the ankles. The direction matters. Always upward, never downward. This helps guide fluid toward the larger veins where it can be carried away by normal circulation. The massage doesn't need to be long. 2 to 3 minutes per leg is enough to support the work you've already done. Step 5. Light nighttime compression for maintenance. Now that fluid has been moved and circulation supported, the next goal is to keep it from settling back while you sleep. This is where light compression can help. Not heavy medical compression, not tight stockings that dig into the skin, but light, gentle support socks, the kind often used for travel or long flights. These provide mild, even pressure that helps prevent fluid from reaccumulating in the ankles overnight while you're lying flat. Look for socks that feel comfortable, not tight, and that don't leave deep marks when you remove them. The top band should never feel like it's squeezing your leg. Put them on after massage once your legs are warm and circulation is active. This step helps maintain the progress you've already made through the night. At this point, you've helped your body release fluid, activate circulation, move blood upward, and protect your legs while you rest. But there are still 2 important pieces left. One involves how you drink fluids in the evening, and the other supports the strength of your blood vessel walls over time, not just overnight. Those 2 steps are what help turn this from short-term relief into longer-term improvement. We'll go through those next. By now, you've already helped your body release trapped fluid, activate circulation, and protect your legs while you sleep. But there are still 2 critical factors that decide whether swelling returns by morning or finally starts improving long-term. One is how and when you drink fluids in the evening. The other is how well your blood vessel walls are able to hold fluid inside the bloodstream instead of leaking into the tissue. Let's talk about both. Step 6, the evening fluid cutoff that prevents overnight pooling. Most people think drinking more water at night helps swelling. In reality, late-night fluids often make ankle swelling worse. Here's why. When you lie down, your circulation slows slightly, and your kidneys don't filter fluid as efficiently as when you're upright and moving. So if you drink large amounts of water, tea, or other beverages right before bed, much of that fluid has nowhere to go, and gravity sends it to the lowest point in your body, your ankles and feet. That's why swelling is often worst in the morning. To prevent this, you need a simple fluid cutoff window. Try to stop drinking large amounts of fluids about 3 hours before bedtime. If you go to bed at 10 p.m., your last full glass of water should be around 7 p.m. After that, only small sips if needed for medications or dry mouth. This gives your kidneys time to process excess fluid while you're still upright, before gravity becomes your enemy overnight. This single change alone helps many people wake up with less swelling. Step 7. Supporting vein walls, so fluid stops leaking out. Now we address the root problem behind chronic ankle swelling: weak vessel walls. As we age, small blood vessels and capillaries can become more fragile and more permeable. That means fluid escapes into surrounding tissue more easily. Over time, this creates persistent swelling that no amount of leg elevation can fully fix. This is where certain natural compounds may help support vessel strength and circulation from the inside. Two of the most studied are horse chestnut seed extract, pine bark extract, often called pycnogenol. These compounds have been researched for helping support vein tone, microcirculation, and capillary stability. They don't work overnight, but when taken consistently, they may help reduce how easily fluid leaks into the tissues. Many specialists suggest taking them in the evening because the body shifts into tissue repair mode during sleep. Of course, if you take blood thinners or have vascular conditions, always talk with your doctor before adding any supplement. But long-term strengthening the vessel walls is what helps prevent swelling from returning every single night. The one habit that can undo all your hard work. Now there's one extremely common habit that quietly blocks circulation and causes fluid to pool again, even if you do everything else right. Crossing your legs. When you cross your legs while sitting or sleeping on your side with one leg hooked over the other, you compress major veins in the thighs and hips. That pressure acts like a kink in a garden hose. Blood and fluid can't flow upward efficiently, so it backs up into the lower legs and ankles. If you're a side sleeper, place a pillow between your knees so your legs stay aligned and relaxed instead of stacked on top of each other. If you're sitting in the evening, keep both feet flat on the floor whenever possible. This small habit change protects the main highways that return fluid from your legs to your heart. Final thoughts. This is about circulation, not just swelling. Ankle swelling isn't just a cosmetic problem. It's a signal that circulation is struggling to move fluid the way it should. By working with your body instead of against it, supporting electrolytes, activating muscle pumps, guiding fluid upward, protecting veins, and managing evening habits, you give your circulation a chance to function the way it was designed to. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Even applying just a few of these steps each night can gradually reduce pressure, discomfort, and stiffness in your legs. And over time, that means better balance, easier walking, and less strain on your heart and blood vessels. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who complains about heavy legs or swollen ankles at night. Sometimes one small routine change can protect long-term health far more than people realize. And if you want to learn which everyday foods quietly damage vein health and increase inflammation, make sure to watch the next video. Because what you eat during the day plays a much bigger role in nighttime swelling than most people think.